Hello, dear colleagues. I am Ana Guadalupe Torres Hernandez, and on behalf of my co-authors Jose Vanda Gomez and Leticia Arciga Solorio, I'm really pleased to present this paper entitled Blended Tutorship Sessions as an Aid for Students in Risk of Failing Their Last Opportunity English Exam. As an introduction, let me tell you that tutorship has been recognized long ago in history in different areas, from teaching a craft in a workshop or studio to personalized tutoring at schools. The University of Veracruz in Mexico has adopted an institutional tutoring system, SIT for its acronym in Spanish, Sistema Institucional de Tutorías, to accompany its students along their academic trajectory. This system has two modalities of tutorship. Academic tutorship, where tutors help students during their school trajectory with special guidance about the construction of their professional profile, and tutorial teaching, where tutors implement remedial strategies which are necessary to attend students' problems in different areas. The Department of Academic Development of our university defines tutorial teaching as the teacher's personalized attention to help students who need to reinforce their learning abilities and processes related to a subject or educative experience from their curricula through a special program of support called PAFI, for its acronym in Spanish, Programa de Apoyo a la Formación Integral. This paper describes the implementation of two remedial PAFIs for students who failed in passing the English Level 1 course in two opportunities. As I have mentioned before, tutorial teaching focuses on supporting students who need to reinforce their learning processes related to a special subject, or students who want to go further from class through special programs designed for volunteer teachers, which are called PAFIs. The design of a PAFI implies original proposals to help students in various learning abilities. It is different from a regular course program because it is shorter and focuses on a special process or ability. PAFIs can be implemented in any of the areas in which the educational model of the University of Veracruz is divided: the basic formation area, the area of free choice, the disciplinary training area, and the final formation area. The courses of English Level 1 and English Level 2, which are mandatory for all the careers, belong to the basic formation area, and different PAFIs have been designed to help students acquire the language in basic levels. The institutional educative model concedes students two opportunities to pass the mandatory courses of English. If a student is not able to pass the courses in these two opportunities, he or she will have to take a last opportunity exam. If this exam is failed, he or she will be dismissed from school. This remedial PAFI has been implemented in several locations, helping most students to pass their last opportunity exam. That is why we are in position to present the experience we have with two different groups using the same PAFI in two different modalities, as it will be explained in the section of methodology. The PAFI for last opportunity students was redesigned for those who failed the English Level 1 course in two different opportunities. It mainly aims at helping students with an intensive training in grammatical structures, vocabulary review, and writing and oral production in order to have good results in their last opportunity exam and get better language basis to face the English Level 2 course. The first PAFI, called Blended PAFI, was implemented in 10 sessions of 2 hours each, where students work 1.5 hours in a face-to-face modality using the coursebook and half an hour of autonomous work using the materials online from the Self-Access Center web page. It was implemented during the summer period of 2012. The second PAFI, called In-Person PAFI, consisted of 12 face-to-face sessions of 2 hours each, using only the coursebook during the winter period of 2014. Both PAFIs included the reinforcement and practice of the same functions: reading and introducing oneself and others, exchanging personal information, writing short texts and emails about personal information, describing weather conditions, identifying the location of objects, describing rooms and houses, talking about talents and abilities, telling the time, talking about current activities, talking about spare time activities, talking about daily activities, and understanding general information from simple texts and dialogues. About the PAFI's implementation, I can tell that last opportunity students must ask the Language Center coordinator for the administration of their last opportunity exam, which is always at the end of each semester. In the summer of 2012, the school coordinator enrolled 7 students in our blended PAFI. These students attended 10 face-to-face morning sessions, half an hour each, from June 18th to June 29th. In these in-person sessions, students reviewed and practiced the functions previously described through role plays, presentations, modeling, simulations, class discussions, and listening and writing exercises. The grammar exercises were mostly worked during the online sessions, where students had to visit the Self-Access Center webpage to study the materials and do the grammar exercises. In the winter of 2014, the school coordinator enrolled 7 students in our in-person PAFI. These students attended 12 face-to-face morning sessions, 2.5 hours each one, from January 6th to January 22nd. In these in-person sessions, students reviewed and practiced the functions previously described through role plays, presentations, modeling, simulations, class discussions, and listening, writing, and grammar exercises. This time, it was not possible to use the SAC web page materials because they were not available. Let's now present the results for the blended PAFI. After finishing the blended PAFI, students took the last opportunity exam, which consisted of a written evaluation, included the reading, writing, and listening abilities, and an oral evaluation, including a teacher-student interview and a student-student conversation. The final results for this exam were as follows. Table 1 presents the final average results of the last opportunity exam belonging to the 7 students who attended the blended PAFI. All these students passed their exam and were promoted to the second mandatory course, English Level 2. The range of grades in all final tests fluctuates from 0 minimum to 10 maximum. Failing grades fluctuate from 0 to 5. Passing grades fluctuate from 6 to 10. None of these students obtained the maximum grades. 3 obtained 8, 2 obtained 7, and the other 2 obtained the minimum passing grade 6. Let's now see the results for the in-person PAFI. After finishing the in-person PAFI, students took exactly the same last opportunity exam than students from the blended program. The final results for this exam were as follows. Table 2 presents the final average results for the last opportunity exam belonging to the 7 students who attended the in-person PAFI. The range of grades is exactly the same than the one presented on Table 1. In this case, only the 5 students with passing grades were promoted to the second mandatory course. One of these students obtained 9, 1 obtained 8, 2 of them obtained 7, and 1 obtained the minimum grade 6. Unfortunately, there were 2 students who were not able to pass their last opportunity exam because they obtained a failing grade, 5. Here we have our conclusions. If we compare the final results for both PAFIs, it is noticeable that students who attended the blended PAFI performed better in the last opportunity exam than students who attended the in-person PAFI, based on the passing results, which were the main aim of these 2 support programs. Even though this paper was not based in a formal research methodology, it is important to keep helping students in risk of failing their last opportunity exam with blended sessions, and it is also necessary to improve the quality of the materials available on the Self-Access Center webpage. Most importantly, it is urgent the design of PAFIs in order to help students in risk of failing their second opportunity course to prevent them from ending as risky or last opportunity students. So, we propose an early diagnosis at the beginning of each semester or right after the midterm exam to detect students with learning problems. We also propose a preventive program where students can practice and reinforce what they saw in class since they are cursing the first opportunity, so that they can pass the first English course and avoid the second opportunity. Thank you very much, and we hope to see you in person soon.